Oh my goodness. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the world. Well, there are some things kind of moving. Not really. Polly, good morning. Shaky, good morning. Here we go. Let me do this real quick. This is not financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education, informational purposes only, without any express supply warranty of any kind, including warranty of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. Welcome back. I was only gone. Well, I only missed one. I missed yesterday. But that was only because of, the news. All right, NASDAQ. Looks like yesterday we closed in breakout. How long have we been going up? Yeah, I did actually take a trade yesterday. I took a trade on the NASDAQ. Hold on, let me go back and look. Let's see. This wasn't yesterday. I didn't do this yesterday. It was 2 days ago. On this day right here. Let's see. Looks like I tried to short the top, and I got out early, and I waited. And then when it broke down, I got back in. And then I held it for, looks like the low of the day. All right. Great. So we closed in breakout yesterday. We're at the high of the current week. I'm not going to even sit here and speculate too much. Just remember, we're in breakout. Market only does 3 things. We triggered the high. We're definitely in a bit of an up mover. All right. Today is Thursday, and we're at the high of the week, so that's great. US 30. Consolidating. Looks like we've been consolidating sideways all week long. Put in a high on Friday. Looks like we put in a low on Monday. And now we're just consolidating. Something like that. I don't really think I have any interest in that. I'm going to wait. Russell, looks like we had a breakout day 1 to the downside on Tuesday and an inside bar on Wednesday, and they've gone back into consolidation. I think the Russell is probably one of the ones I would like to watch. Yeah, we'll see. Gold looks trappy. I like gold because it closed in breakout and the levels are very clear. We have previous day's high. All right. Low of current day. Basically the overnight low. I think I would like to watch gold as well just because we're at levels. So we got the Russell. It'd be good to be back at levels on the Russell at the least. Not really happy with oil either. Closed in breakout. I don't really know what to do with it. And then we've got the S&P. I think I'm going to mainly focus probably on the Russell and maybe gold. I'll toss NASDAQ up there. But I'm going to probably mainly focus on the Russell, like I said. And then I'm going to, what is this one down here? US 30. I'm going to put gold down here. Might even pop this bad boy into a, yeah, let's do this. Great. Well, how's everyone doing this week? It's been a great week. Kind of relaxed. A little bit more relaxed than normal, I think. Been getting back into my my normal workout routine. I had taken a break from my normal workout program. By program, I mean the thing that I made to work out. And I started, I tried this other one, which basically lowers the frequency of your workout. It also lowers the volume, and you're supposed to just lift really heavy each day. And it was okay. I got bored of it very quickly. The lack of data is refreshing. Yeah, we've got a lot of no news on the calendar. I think today is also, we had Australian news, or we do at 6. Nothing else today, though. And then tomorrow we have news at 10, but nothing really big. I think this entire week has kind of been a wash as far as news goes. Wow. Very light news week. Very light news. 5x5. Kind of. Sort of. It'll only be like 5 exercises, and each one, you know, you're only supposed to do like 6 to 8 reps. Which the 5 exercises part is fine, but I think that, you know, putting a little volume in there is okay. But I do subscribe to the lift as heavy as you can. I want to struggle. I want to struggle a lot on those last 2 to 3. But I do like just a little bit more frequency. You know, I only take 1 or 2 rest days a week, if that. DJ 30 could be not coming back. It could be, I guess. You know, we have a bit of a 3-day rectangle going. You know, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. No news on the calendar. Are we really going to get the momentum to push out of here? I don't know. With no catalyst. I do not know. I do not have the answer to that. Let me get my other screen set up here. Stand by. Hold on. By stand by, I mean I'm just over here typing out everything that I just typed out over there so I could be nice and prepped. Actually, I think I did take a trade yesterday. I feel like I did. No, I did. I took a long on the NASDAQ. Took a long on the NASDAQ going back towards previous day's high. John on the Russell. Let's see. Hold on, let me finish typing these levels out. Oh my gosh, I just typed it wrong. I just like having it all on both screens so that way I can glance back and forth and not be confused, if you know what I mean. Makes things a lot easier. On the Russell, what am I looking for? Let's go back. I need to get the levels back up there. Because they broke out a previous day's low 2 days ago. which could just be a trap, right? We're in an up-moving market. Sort of. More ranging, I guess. But we broke down on Tuesday, which is an opening range breakout. Which that breakout could have failed now over 2 days, right? So maybe on day 3 we continue to go up. I don't really know for sure. Tuesday's day 1, Wednesday's day 2, today's day 3 of the 3-day cycle. But more importantly than that, I'm just looking for this breakout to either succeed or fail. So this is my most relevant level right now. Along with the high and the low of the current day, of course. So it's just I'm looking for what is it going to do on the 3rd day. Day 3, breakout. Day 1 to the downside, but also day 1 of the 3-day cycle confirmed by Wednesday's close. And on gold, I'm just waiting for them to trigger the level. German 40 is interesting. I probably won't trade it, but I'll go look at it. In breakout? Okay. It's always good. When something's at a level, that makes it decent to me. It makes it decent enough for me if it's at the level. I was going to say 150 minutes. You're going to make me try and do the math on that? I'm just kidding. 15 minute? I think I was on the 15. Yeah. Broke out a previous day's high. Interesting. Let's see. Well, there's the 9:30 open. Let's see what happens. I'm still on a 15-minute chart. What a silly goose. Here we go with the index wiggle. Yeah, they really know how to open a market, drive it into a level, and then go immediately into consolidation lately. I mean, they've just really been doing some work. And that's okay. I've got the... Hold on. I've got US 30 up on my other screen. So I am watching this still, even though it's not up over here. You know, I haven't wrote it off completely. think somebody said it too. Double inside. So we're definitely. I don't know if that's double inside. Is it? Oh, I guess it is. Yeah. We're definitely coiled, right? We're ready for explosion. I just don't know if it's going to actually explode for today. I think the best thing that I could do is just wait for it to go to the outside, either of the week or the day. Hold on, this fan is obliterating me again. Holy cow, that's way too close. All right. Aloha, dude. Howdy do. Come on, sink yourself down just a little bit lower. Break out of that. Break out of the low of the day. Come on, you can do it. Go to the outside. Please and thank you. Uh, yeah. I mean, I'd be fine with that. I have no orders in. I have not entered anything. Looks like the US 30 just whipped both sides. Whipped both sides of the range, didn't close anywhere new. Still stuck in the middle of a range. That's 50-50 and a big no for me. I thought the Russell looked interesting. Closed in breakout long. Pinned the low of the day. Closed in breakout going higher. So I'll see here. I just don't know if I really trust it. It is the sneaky Russell, though. They do sneak in a good setup here and there, where it's just very much better than everything else. Which could very well be happening right now, as we speak. We got two indexes going straight up. The NASDAQ is stuck in a range. Looks like gold. It went up, but it didn't trigger the level. Oh, very nice, John. Did you buy the close of this bar here? 9:30. Just run it from 9:30 up through previous day's high of day. Basically going from low of day back to high of day. Nice. Yeah, I thought about taking that as well. In hindsight, probably should have, but no biggie. Certainly does seem like NASDAQ is going for that previous day's breakout level. No pullback to allow me to get in, unfortunately. They just came down and stopped out those breakout traders from yesterday. I am watching the Russell very closely. I think I'd like to see them close below this bar's low. We've got 1 minute and 53 seconds for that to happen. And then ultimately, I'd like to see them start allowing these shorts to make money. Pretty big down closed bar. Notice how it closed perfectly where these other people could be getting stuck? You're along the Russell shaking. Okay. Very cool. They've done a little peak low, peak high formation on that one. Spike the low of the day, spike the high of the day. I guess it's time to see which one's going to win. Do the longs take control or do the shorts take control? Or do, this is an even more probable one, or I guess more possible. The market just goes back into consolidation and we sit here for an eternity. I am short the Russell. Although I'm not really sure if I'm. It was looking decent when it started to follow through. That may have been the trap. That may have been the trap. If it does follow through, I'm going to add in. Because I'm only in small right now. I never get in full size on that first position. Got about a 2.5 point stop. It certainly does seem to be working the low, doesn't it? It's not only working the low, it's working the market open. session open. We need to give that up. We need a 5-minute bar to give that up. I don't know, Shaky. It's very seems a little back and forth, doesn't it? I'll stick to my guns though. I don't want to just close out, you know, because then it'll fall through, and I'll just be sitting here like, what an idiot. I don't like how it's going back and forth. I'm gonna go to break even. I've added in quite a bit of size now, so I'm gonna go to break even. If they stop me out at break even, you know, peace signs to the world, yeehaw. I'll take it, but it's whipping back and forth, and that's just a little bonkers to me. These pens are crazy. Just go one direction, you know? Just go one direction. Stop going all the way down, extending the range all the way down. Holy cow. Yes, sir. I'm out. I had a preset target, and it took me out. Okay. I hate to see it, Shaky, honestly, because I know that you were in it in a different direction. And it, honestly, let's be real. Let's be real. I don't want to shake you out of something that if you know, with your own decision making, Shaky, I don't want to. It could still go back up, right? I was taking this as a high of day sell because they triggered the high of day. And then the following bar went straight back down. That's a part of my plan, right? That is in my opinion, a textbook sell. Market open, rally to the high, very next bar goes straight down. I should sell. Like that was the only thought process, other than what we talked about before the stream began. Breakout day one of the 3-day cycle, pump it up, go into consolidation. Attempt to go higher, and this is where the rest of the thesis really came in. They hit the high, they reversed it on the very next bar, which shows this could be you know, a trap. Good deal, Shaky. That makes me feel a little better. Because as much as I enjoy being right, I hate it when I see that, you know, me being right was one of you being wrong. But yeah, this was my only thought process. The big picture, which was day one cycle, today's day 3. There's a potential that this was a lower low. They rallied to the high at the open that immediately failed on the next bar. That was my signal to go short, and I did. I went short on the close. It also it popped up. Let me tell you exactly which bar I did it on. It was on this bar here. On that bar there, I short. So I short the close of the 5. I short the up close candle on the 1, and then I sold the breakdown, right? So as it was following through, I only add into positions when it's going in my direction. These were micros, so this was my initial small position. I added to an already small position. It was still small, and this is where I made it big. And then I got out down here. It's a scalp, but I made it count. I made it count for a lot. And I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. I think that's that's going to be my done for the day. I don't need to do any more. US 30. Oh my gosh. Where's my not coming back feller? Maybe, right? 3-day rectangle. Now we've just triggered the low of a double inside bar. So I would be very careful about this turning into a, how do I draw this without being too like disrespectful? Like a nice little middle finger action, right? If they peak this and they start working their way up and then it just goes something like this, be very careful of that. If this V bottoms, it's going to V bottom with some disrespect. It'll V bottom with a lot of disrespect, okay? It'll pop up, it'll set the trap, it'll set the trap, and then it'll W, so a double bottom peak formation, and then it will pull and pull and pull, and then all of a sudden it'll pop, and you're like, oh my gosh, maybe now I should go long. And then when you go long, it only goes up a little bit, and then it goes back into consolidation. So be very careful of that. But this has potential, I think. I honestly still don't know on this one. The only thing with this is it's triggered the previous day's low. So we have a high of week set in place. We have a low of week set and in place, possibly a lower low. They've rallied to the high. If the breakout of the high fails after this lower low, and after we've triggered the previous day's low today, which could also be a lower low, this could be a high of day, high of week sell going for the low of the day. Maybe. Okay, tomorrow I have some business to attend to, so I will not be able to trade in the morning at all, which is unfortunate. So I will not be streaming either. I might do a few extra streams next week just to make up for it, okay? Since I was a little rude this week, and it was on accident, if I'm being completely honest. I meant to do a Wednesday, Friday. I didn't know about my Friday business stuff. And then yesterday there was news, which is just rude in general. And you all know I don't trade FOMC days, even on the FOMC minutes days. I think I was looking at the market yesterday and I took a small scalp, but I'm talking real small, like a 10-pointer. So not much. Anyways, you all have a great rest of your day. Fun stream. I like it when these are over and done quick. I've got a thesis. Thesis plays out, and I wave to you all and say, have a nice day. Make sure you're getting out there, getting some sun. I have no sun in here right now because I got this dang shade closed, but I need to get outside, absorb some rays, get in the gym, lift things, pick them up, put them back down, and do it all again next week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have a great rest of your day. Have a great weekend as well if I don't talk to you all tomorrow, which I won't. Always better days ahead. Remember that. All right, you'll have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. Bye-bye.